Okay. So there is an improvement on accuracy percentage for some students at least. Okay. So the highest accuracy percentage is 85 plus. 17 attempts, 15 garam. Okay. Second, 19 attempts, 16 garam. Third, 21 attempts, 16 garam. What about others? So 35 attempts, 23, 21 of 30, 20 of 31, 18 of 26. Okay. Then luckily you have reduced the number of attempts. And the accuracy parallel. Why? What's the reason? You have reduced the number of attempts. Aren't you? Reduce 21 attempts this time. Then what about accuracy then? Less than 80%. 16 out of 21. Ain't. And how is the LR section of mock 3? Easy, difficult, or moderate? Exam లో moderate అనిపించింది. అయ్యాక moderate అనిపించింది. రాస్తున్నప్పుడు difficult అనిపించింది. Okay. You know what? 11 marks is 56%. అంటే 12 marks 60%. అంటే everyone has got 12 marks కదా. They have gotten 12 marks. ఎందుకని there are some easy sets. If you are not able to identify those easy sets, then you have to again re-strategize your mock 4. Clear? Now, so leaving the marks ahead, now let's see what are the sets that you have attempted and the sets that you have left. ఇక్కడ వచ్చింది. Okay. 1 minute. How many of you did not attempt this? Amy? Why? The type of graph అవ్వలేదని మాత్రం చెప్పకు. Why? ఏదన్నా? But here you are given with only the integer values కదా. Now the graph shows monthly salaries of 8 friends: Harry, Dan, Benjamin, Frank, Alfie, Albert, Felix and Leon. Okay, so in thousands. So under the salary telusu kada for how many months? 3 months: January, February, March. Data అర్థం అయిపోయింది. Now let's go to questions. Which of the following friends received the highest salary during 3 months? అంటే ఏం చేయాలి? Okay, if the savings of Albert are 3/25th of his monthly salary in Jan, and savings of Harry are 14% of the monthly salary in March, then difference between expenses of Harry in March and those of Albert in January. 2 questions in a minute. You can solve these 3 questions in 5 minutes. Okay, now all you need to do is, and you need to make this table. And so which of the following friends received the highest salary during the 3 months? Benjamin 60, 6, 8 and 7. 21. Now Ian 3, 3 and 7. 13. Dan 10, 7 and 6. Sorry, 1, 7 and 6. 14. And then Frank 5, 3 and 7. 15. Benjamin. So 3 marks in how many minutes? Less than 2 minutes. The graph అయిపోయింది, analyze చేస్తాం. So all you need to do is invest some time in either making this table or table draw చేయాల్సిన పని కూడా లేదు. Don't write all the values కదా, ఎవరికి కావాలో వాళ్ళే రాసుకుంటారు. Only note down the values that were asked in the question. Okay, now coming to second question. The savings of Albert are 3/25th of his monthly salary in January. So Albert's monthly salary in January 50,000. Now savings are, sure, okay, so Albert's salary is 50,000. Savings 3/25th of his monthly salary, then expenses would be 22/25th. And 44K. Now savings of Harry are 14% of his monthly salary in March. Okay, 14% and remaining 86 kada antena, 86 by 100 into 70,000. Now what is 86 into 700? 6 0 200. So what was asked? Difference between these two, 16,200. Calculation mistake. Now coming to third question. ఇది నేను అన్నా ఎందుకంటే నేను కూడా మిస్టేక్ చేశా ఈ క్వశ్చన్. చేశారా? సేమ్ మిస్టేకా? Okay. What is the difference between maximum salary and second minimum salary received by any person during 3 months? Maximum anta 80,000. First minimum is 10,000. Second minimum is 20,000. 80,000 minus 20,000, 60,000. Ante kada. What is the difference between maximum salary and second minimum salary received by any person during 3 months? And I have considered the maximum value here and second minimum value. 80,000 minus 20,000, 60,000 పెట్టేసి ముందుకు వెళ్ళిపా. But while attempting also I have a doubt. మరి ఇంత ఈజీ క్వశ్చన్ ఎట్లా? సో దిస్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో డ్యూరింగ్ 3 months. అంటే నేను చేసేటప్పుడు ఇది రైట్ అనిపించింది, బట్ వెన్ ఐ లుక్ ఎట్ ద సొల్యూషన్, why was I wrong? So what they have done is sum of the salaries received by these people during these 3 months, and for these 3 months. So 80 plus 50 plus 70, or 8 plus 5 plus 7, 22. Now this is 14. 6 plus 8 plus 7, 15 plus 6, 20. Is no? Sorry, first is 20. My bad. Then this is 15. 6 plus 2 plus 4. 12. 5 plus 2 plus 8. 15. 5 plus 4 plus 8. 17. And 3 plus 3 plus 7. 13. Now minimum anta? Is no? Which one? This is 40, yeah? Forty. Okay. This is 14. So minimum anta? 12. Second minimum is 14. So 21 minus 14. 70,000 should be the answer. I have also marked 60,000. Then at least one student untaru anukunna who marked 60,000 as the answer. But when I checked that solution, idi correct andi. Now tell me, Rakesh, can you afford leaving this? Inkevaru? Meer attempt chesara? You did not attempt, right? Now can you afford leaving this question? 9 marks. Banana olchi kuda pettadu aina tinaladu. So 9 marks in less than, let us say, 8 minutes or 10 minutes. If you have not attempted this, then you need to again restart your preparation. Graph choose, please don't leave any question. In last class lo kuda cheppanu, ee class lo kuda cheppanu. Okay. So if it is really difficult, appudu nu vadilesina parladu. You did not even try. You guys did not even try. So you lost that. Pone నువ్వు కూడా నేను చేసిన మిస్టేక్ చేస్తుంటే కొన్ని ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 5 మార్క్స్ వదిలేసాను. Think about your score plus 5. What is your percentile? 72 something kada. It would have crossed 75 percentile for sure. Plus 5 marks. Pone plus 9 వేసుకోండి. Then 80 percentile. ఒక సెట్ వదిలేయడం వల్ల you ended up with only 72 percentile. Okay, so don't make these mistakes in your next mock. See, already 2 marks raster. You need to learn something from the previous mocks. If you are not able to attempt these type of questions, if you are leaving these questions at the first instance, what is the use of writing 2 mocks? Clear? Now, so నేను ఇది ఇంకా ఈజీ నా మోడరేట్ డిఫికల్ట్ అని కూడా అడగలేదు, డైరెక్ట్ గా అటెంప్ట్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే, నా మూవింగ్ అహెడ్. Coming to this question, how many of you attempted this? How many of you wasted time in this question?
Sir, there was a dash at in English like in English for Amit, there was a dash here. So I assumed it to be he did not write the exam. So that wasted me like 15 minutes or something like that.
But some statement is given kada. The total score obtained by English by all 4 students was lesser than total score.
It was not tallying up, so I messed it up like for 15 minutes. It was wasted.
Okay, fine. So you all guys have wasted time in this set. Okay. Now ఇది అటెంప్ట్ చేయాలా చేయకూడదు ఎట్లా డిసైడ్ చేస్తా? Now maximum marks in each subject are 100. Fine. Pankaj scored 70% of. Okay, let's first try to understand this question. 4 students, Pankaj, Amit, Ravinder, and Ashwini, gave the exams on the given subjects. So how many subjects? 7 subjects: English, Hindi, Punjabi, Science, Computer, Maths, and Social Studies. Okay, maximum marks in each subject are 100. Pankaj scored 70% marks overall in the given subjects. So 490. Okay. Now the total score obtained by English by all 4 students was lesser than the total score obtained by all 4 students in Punjabi by 2 marks. So you have one relation between E and P. Now let's think about the number of variables that you are involving or you are inserting. EA inka P, two variables. Okay. The total score we have considered this. Total marks obtained in maths by all the 4 students for 310. Okay. This is C. This is D. Okay. Let me consider this as A. This as B, C, and D. Total marks obtained in computer by Amit and Ravinder were in the ratio 60:7. Computer by Amit and Ravinder. So 6E, 7E. The total marks obtained by Ravinder are 50 less than the total marks obtained by Pankaj. So this will be 440. The total marks obtained by all students in Punjab and science are same. Now let this be S, or sorry, F. The marks obtained by Amit in Punjabi was 75% less than the marks obtained by Ravinder in maths. Amit in Punjabi, Ravinder in maths. Okay, so C is equal to 4 by 3B. And then less than kada? Okay, my bad. Okay, the marks obtained by Amit in Punjabi were 75% less. C is equal to 4B. Okay, and the total marks obtained in computer by all the 4 students together is 256. So how many unknowns do we have here? 7. So you need to minimum have 4 equations and 5 equations to determine the values of A, B to G. At least you need to make 5 equations. Equations frame cheskoni you need to solve. So can I say that this set will take at least 8 to 10 minutes or more than 10 minutes to solve? Then, so how many of you started your exam with this? Or after solving first question, how many of you started solving this? Enduk nana? See, just by looking till here, I can say that 5 to 6 variables, you have 7 variables, and C is equal to 4B. So you can write C in terms of B. So this will be, let us say 4B. Now you have six variables. So you need to solve around, you need to frame 5 to 6 equations, and you have to solve for these variables, which might be a waste of time. Kada? Inta cheyali. Now, can I solve this question in less than 10 minutes or 12 minutes? I don't think so. Then skip that question for the time being, skip this question. You know what to do. If you find that remaining questions are difficult, you can sure shot attempt this question. Deenkanna easy unte you can leave this question. Isn't it? Okay. So it's always about question selection. So as of now, I know how can I solve this question. But I think this question might take more than 12 minutes to solve. So as for now, I'll be skipping this question because there is one easy question which is waiting for you. Chapnana. Okay. So దాని వల్ల కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అయిపోయారు, absent అనుకున్నారు. Okay. That also we can consider because Pradeep is also complaining that. Okay. So next time hyphen unte absent name anukokan. Okay. And that should be a learning. Now, so how many of you did not attempt this question? 4. Guys, am I audible? Students
Yes,
online.
sir. Yes, sir,
Okay.
you're
So
audible.
how many of you did not attempt this question? 4 students online. 5. Okay. So starting నుంచి చెప్తున్నాను కదా, if you get any questions from selections and grouping and critical paths, these are the easy concepts in logical reasoning. ఎందుకంటే ఇది అందరూ చేస్తుంటాం. So that's the reason 11 marks is 52 or 56%. Okay. Now this is a very easy question. ఎంతమంది చేశారు పోనీ? ఈజీనా డిఫికల్టా? ఈజీయా వెరీ ఈజీయా? Easy, not very easy. Okay. So we have 5 contestants, STUVW. They are the only people eligible to win prizes on a TV game show. The 7 prizes, all of which must be won, are car, bike, AC, diamond necklace, refrigerator, washing machine, and a CD player. Now you are given with some statements to determine which person won which prize. But if you look at the questions, if contestant U wins the car, then the refrigerator, car and refrigerator, which of the contestants must win the bike? So what type of set is this? Open set. Generally groups and selections will be 99%, they will be open sets. Okay. Now if you wins car and the refrigerator, which of the contestants must win the bike? Sorry, my bad. Right. మైండ్ లో యూ అనే ఉంది, చేతికేమో ఆల్ఫాబెట్ యూ తర్వాత బి వస్తుందా? ఓకే. Now the diamond necklace on the refrigerator must be won by the same person. Okay. If contestant V wins the CD player, contestant U will win the bike and no other prize. If contestant S wins nothing, contestant W will exactly 3 prizes. If contestant U wins the car, contestant S will win the air conditioner. Contestants T and U win the same number of prizes. Okay. Now you won the car. ఇంకేమున్నాయి? What are the definite possibilities? Yes, will win the air conditioner. Okay. You diamond necklace. The diamond necklace on the refrigerator must be won by the same person. Okay. Then TN. Okay. So you has won 3 prizes. So the remaining 3 prizes should be won by now which contestant must win the bike? Answer. And you left these questions. అదే అంటున్నాను కదా, you left these questions. ఇది వదిలేశారు. Okay. Now which contestant can win all the 7 prizes? Now who first identify who cannot win all the 7 prizes? S T U V W. T cannot win all the 7 prizes. You cannot win all the 7 prizes. Next, V. Can we have V winning all the 7 prizes? Yes or no? Why?
No.
If contestant V wins CD player, then you will win the bike and no other prize. Kada. So we cannot win all the 7 prizes, isn't it? So we can win at most 5 prizes. B5 గెలిచాడు అనుకోండి for example. Okay. U and T should win equal number of prizes. We are sure that you will be winning 1 prize for sure. So T can also win 1 prize. So 7 prizes no 2 prizes పోతే I can say that we can win at most 5 prizes. So B cannot be. Now between S and W. Why? Options లేవా? Okay. ఇంకో లాజిక్ ఉంది. If S wins nothing, contestant W will win exactly 3 prizes. Now if we have W winning all the 7 prizes, and S did not win anything. Okay. So if S wins nothing, contestant W will win exactly 3 prizes. Now without us winning anything. Can we have W winning all the 7 prizes? No. So the answer for this question should be option A. Clear? Now, if contestant B wins the CD player, okay, then contestant U will win the bike and no other prize. So how many prizes will contestant T win? Okay, so we CD player geliste how many prizes do you win? Only one, only bike and no other prize. And we are given that T and U will win same number of prizes. So if you won one prize, T should also win one prize. So the answer for this question should be 1. So first question and this question, you can solve both the questions in like 20 minutes, 10 minutes worst case scenario. 20 minutes low, 5 questions and -1 pony. Either your score should be 14 or all the 6 questions right, 18. So how many of you scored less than 14 in LR? Okay, but please realize minimum score in this paper should be and 18. Mari 14 వద్దులేండి అంటే ఆ మిస్టేక్ నేను చేస్తా. Okay, but 18 marks should be the minimum score in this paper. At least I can expect 18 marks, 6 questions from new people. Expect చేయొచ్చా చక్ర సార్? Then ఎక్కడ? సో అదే అంటున్నాను. సో ప్లీజ్ క్వశ్చన్ చూడగానే అటెంప్ట్ చేయకండి. జస్ట్ లుక్ ఎట్ ద నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఆల్సో. Okay, so if you have wasted time in this question, even in this question for me it doesn't matter whether there is a hyphen here or not. I can say that I will not attempt this question for sure at my first instance. 6 equations form cheskoni I need to solve, so it will take 12 to 15 minutes for sure. In enduku waste chest? So the first thing, skip. Look at the next questions. Anni difficult ga unte then I must have solved that question because I am confident about solving that question. కానీ time constraint కూడా దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకోవాలి కదా. Clear? Students online, any doubts still here?
No, sir.
So do you agree that your minimum score in logical reasoning should be 18? Students online.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, moving ahead. So how many of you tried this question then? Try చేసావా? Okay. నేనైతే ఫస్ట్ స్కిప్ చేసేస్తాను. At first instance, I will skip. But let's try to understand and then we'll skip. In any week, Mr. Ahuja, owner of a clothing manufacturing company, sells only shirts and trousers. Okay. So he purchases cloth from 2 suppliers, ABC company for shirts and XYZ company for trousers at a cost of 20 rupees per meter and 25 rupees per meter respectively. So 1 meter of cloth from XYZ costs him 20 rupees per meter, and 1 meter cloth from ABC costs him 20 rupees per meter and XYZ 25 rupees per meter. Okay. Now from each meter of cloth that he purchased from ABC company, he can make 800 mm of shirts. Okay, so 1 meter cloth కొన్నాడు అనుకోండి from ABC company. So he will be making 0.8 meter worth shirts and 1 meter from XYZ company, and he will be making 0.6 meters worth trousers. Is none? 0.06. How many millimeters is equal to 1 meter? 1000 kada. Okay. Now all the నువ్వు అన్నట్టు 0.06 అయితే దివాలా తీసేస్తాడు కదా. Okay. So all the clothing products that he makes on any week are sold in the same week at price of 40 rupees per meter, including stitching and other costs of cloth. So on each week from week 1 to week 7, he purchases exactly 150 meters of cloth from the two traders combined. However, the quantity of cloth that he purchases from each trader is not necessarily the same across the 7 weeks. Okay. The following table provides the total quantity of cloth that he makes on each week of 7 weeks. Okay, this question. అర్థమైందా లేదా? How many of you did not understand? Students online. Okay. Now let me consider week 1. So in week 1, how many meters did he purchase? 150. Now let me consider that he has purchased X meters of ABC and Y meters from XYZ. Or if this is X, this will be 150 minus X. Okay. Now what is this 102? Selling of cloth. So he has sold 102 meters of cloth. Okay, both shirts and trousers combined. So from if he has purchased X meters from ABC, how many meters of shirts were produced from these X meters? 0.8X. అంతే కదా, 1 meter cloth నుంచి he can able to stitch 0.8 meters of shirts. అంటే X meters అనుకుంటే 0.8X meters of shirts were stitched and 0.6 into 150 minus 6 meters of trousers. Now together combined, this is equal to 102. Ante. Find the value of X. Okay, for example, if I solve this 0.8X minus 0.6X, 0.2X is equal to 0.6 into 150, 90. 150, sorry, 102 minus 90, 12. So X is equal to 60. Okay. So in week 1, he has purchased 60 meters from ABC and 150 minus X, 90 meters from XYZ. Now, what is his cost price? Expenditure chepan 60 into 20, 90 into 25. 60 into 20, 1200 plus 90 into 25, 225 and 2250. So together this will be 3450. This is his expenditure. Now revenue 102 into 40 because he has sold 1 meter for 40 rupees. Okay, so this will be 4080. This minus this will give you the profit that he had earned in these 7 weeks. Okay, so Pradantlo, you need to find the value of X and you will be able to answer this question. So how many of you has moved to next question without reading this question? Everyone unnara? Question peddadani. Ante kada. Okay, but before leaving, just do this analysis. At least spend 1.5 minutes. అంటే ఒక క్వశ్చన్ వచ్చు అయినా మనం తర్వాత చేద్దామనే కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో హౌ మెనీ ఆఫ్ యూ స్టార్టెడ్ సాల్వింగ్ జస్ట్ బై లుకింగ్ ఎట్ ద క్వశ్చన్? లేదు, ఎవరు ఫస్ట్ స్టార్ట్ చేయలేదు. కూల్, గ్రేట్. ఓకే, బికాస్ యు నో హౌ టు సాల్వ్ దిస్ క్వశ్చన్. నౌ దిస్ క్వశ్చన్ or the second question, which question should I solve first? This one, because using the same logic you can find the revenue and expenditures, and questions were asked based on these two values only, these two parameters only. So comparing this one with the second question, I will be solving this question first. Clear? Now this question, how many of you solve this question? Nice. Okay, so this one or the previous question, which one should I attempt first? Sindhu, what didn't you understand, ma?
Sir, the previous one, I understood now.
You understood now? Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, sir.
my bad. So you have 4 different rooms. So in each room you have walls, carpets, curtains, colored with different colors. So you have 4 colors: ఏంటవి? Orange, yellow, green and gray, and you are given with 6 conditions to determine what part of the room is painted with what color. అంతే కదా. So if you are good at puzzles, if you consider yourself good at puzzles, you can either attempt this question or the previous question, any one of these 2 questions. Okay, so if you consider yourself good at calculations, అంటే safe bet. Previous question was a safe bet. ఏం చేయాలో తెలుసు. In for every week you need to calculate the value of it. If you are sure about getting that right, attempt that first. Or if you consider yourself good at puzzles, attempt this first. Clear? So I consider both of these 2 at same level of difficulty. Ante needs same amount of. Clear? So this is also a doable set. Now, coming to this question, how many of you have attempted this? Nice. So if you can leave any one set in this entire paper, it should be. Okay, so even if you are very good at puzzles, then you need around, I solved this in 12 to 15 minutes. I took 15 to 16 minutes to solve this question. Okay, now students online, do we have anyone who attempted this set? Sorry, either who tried attempting this set? Perfect. So difficult question అయితే ఐడెంటిఫై చేయగలుగుతున్నారు, but you are missing the easy ones. Okay, so we'll solve this question later. And later and in this class only. So you are given with 6 sets. These 2 are really easy. 6 questions, 6 into 3, 18 marks. Okay, then you can solve any of these 2 in 40 minutes with this level of preparation. I assume that and you should be in a position to solve these 6 questions. 6 questions chesna fine. And getting 6 of 6 correct. Okay, so if you have practiced more questions in logical reasoning, you could have attempted any one of these 2. Okay, these 2 are questions that you can leave. ఏం లేదు, ఎక్కువ టైం తీసుకుంటాయంటే. Okay, so after completing these 2, if you need to attempt one between these 2, then I will say that second one. And this is one question that you that I expect you to leave. Okay, now coming to this set, how many of you did not solve this? ఎందుకని ట్రై చేశారా పోనీ? Students online, you solved it, right? You tried. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Try.
It was easy only. 2 questions are solvable. I did not solve the rest.
Two questions. Then let's see why were you not able to solve the remaining. Okay. So Mr. Ghosh recently redecorated his wife by coordinating orange and 3 other colors for walls, carpets and curtains of 4 different rooms. From the information below, determine the colors of the carpet, walls and curtains for each of the rooms. Okay, so yellow was only color which was used in all 4 rooms. So you need to have yellow in this row, this row, this row and this. So you need to have yellow in all these 4 rows. Okay, now and at least once for walls, carpets and curtains. So you need to have yellow once, at least once in this column, in this column, in this column. అర్థమైందా? అంటే కార్పెట్స్ ఎట్లా ఇలా తీసుకున్నావా మరి? కార్పెట్ వాల్స్ కర్టెన్స్ రిపీట్ అవుతుంది కదా, సేమ్ ప్రతి దాంట్లో ప్రతి రూమ్ లో కామన్ ఉన్న కార్పెట్ వాల్స్ కర్టెన్స్ కదా. కొన్ని నువ్వు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లివింగ్ రూమ్ carpets, walls, curtains. ఇందుకు నన్ను ఇది కామన్ ఉన్నది కదా. సో ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ రిటర్న్ లివింగ్ రూమ్, దెన్ స్టడీ రూమ్, డైనింగ్ అండ్ బెడ్, సో విల్ గెట్ ఓన్లీ 12 cells కదా. అంటే అలా చేస్తే రాదని కాదు, బట్ ఐ కన్సిడర్ దిస్ టేబుల్ ఈజీ when compared to the table that you have considered. Okay, so ఈ 4 rows లో yellow ఒకటి ఉండాలి, and in these 3 columns you need to have yellow at least once. Now 3 different colors were used in each room, but only the dining room and bedroom were decorated in same 3 colors. Okay. So the combinations might be different. For example, ఇక్కడ yellow ఉంటే ఇక్కడ yellow ఉండొచ్చు. Okay, so the order will not be same, but the triplet. So if you have green, orange and yellow, you will have green, orange and yellow here as well, but in a different order. For example, ఇక్కడ curtains కి yellow అయితే ఇక్కడ walls కి yellow ఉండొచ్చు. Okay, so the order we do not know, but the same colors were used to paint these 3 carpets, walls and curtains in these 2 rooms, dining room and bedroom. Okay, so the same color was chosen for curtains in the bedroom. Okay, then the carpet in the living room and walls in the dining room. This color was not used at all in the study room. Okay. Now the only room with both green and gray in its color scheme. So you have green and gray together in a color scheme for only one room. Okay, and this room had carpet of same color as in the dining room. Okay, gray was the only color used exactly twice, both times for curtains. So gray was used only twice, and only for 2 rooms and for only curtains. So you do not have any carpet or wall painted with gray, and the study room walls painted with the same color as the living room walls. So this is the information that you are given with. Ante kada. Now what are the colors? Yellow, orange, green, gray. Now my first question, can X be yellow? No. Why? Study room you do not have color X painted in either carpet, walls or curtains. Ee room lo asalu color లేదు, X color paint లేదు, but we are given that yellow was painted in all the 4 rooms, so X cannot be yellow. Now then X cannot be gray as well, because gray was used only twice and that too for curtains. So X can be either orange or green. Okay, then why cannot be? Gray cannot be dining and bedroom. Why not? Were same kada. No, this cannot be gray, so gray is not here. Okay, now if gray is not here, and gray, if curtains of bedroom was not painted with gray, so ee renditlo gray undadu kada. So you do not have gray here, here or here. Clear? Now if you cannot have gray in the color scheme of bedroom, you cannot have gray as a color scheme in dining room as well. So ee renditlo gray ledu, so gray should be in living room and study room, and gray was used for curtains only. Clear? Then why is yellow? Because in living room, you need to have yellow in one of these two cells. And we have determined that X cannot be yellow. So Y should be yellow. Clear? Then what else do we have? Okay, we'll come to that. Etla? So ఇది అవ్వచ్చు కదా, ఇది X కూడా గ్రీన్ అవ్వచ్చు కదా, then you have green and gray combination only కదా. X can be either green or orange. Now if this is green, then you have green and gray in color complex for living room. If X is orange, then it will be study room. Now next, can I say dining room or 1 minute, bedroom carpet is painted with yellow color? Carpet is painted with yellow color. Okay. Now, if 4 cells lo you need to have yellow here. You cannot have yellow here. Okay. Then or now let me consider curtains. You cannot have yellow here because X is not yellow. It's yellow kaadu kada. Okay, but you need to have yellow painted for curtains in one of the rooms. So A room curtains are painted with yellow. Dining room? Yes or no? Rakesh? Yellow should be in this column. So yellow cannot be here. So yellow should be here. So I can say that the curtains of dining room are painted with yellow. Students online, is it clear? Any doubts, quick responses?
No, sir.
No. Yellow? Then can I say carpet of bedroom is painted with yellow? Kada? Now how many of you have solved till here? No one. Complete. Okay. Now if you have solved till here, and if you can find the value under the color that X represent directly, you can solve this set. But if someone stuck here, how many possible cases do we have? 2, because X can be either orange or green. Yellow, gray, yellow, gray, yellow, yellow. Now in this case, consider X as orange. Orange, orange, orange. So this should be green and this should be green. And what should this color be? Green, because you need to have green and gray as a combination for one color scheme. No. So ikkada green ikkada ledu, first room lo ledu. So this should be green. Then when X is orange. Clear? Now if I consider X as green, this will be green. This is green. This is green. So gray is not used in these two rooms. So the third color should be orange. Now what should this color be? Orange, because this color cannot be green, because gray and green together were used in only one room. Orange. Now we have not considered one condition. What is that? Is none of the carpet. The color of the carpet in dining room should be same as the color of the carpet in the room which gray and green were used. Now, gray and green were used in study room. What is the color of the carpet? Green, and this should be same as the color of the carpet in dining room. Okay, so this condition is satisfied. Okay, now here, carpet's color is green in the room where gray and green are used. Okay, now what is the color of the carpet dining room? Orange. So this possibility is not satisfying this condition. So you can eliminate that and you can answer all the 4 questions. Easy or difficult? Easy or difficult? So those who have completed 6 questions in 20 minutes, can I expect that persons to solve this question in the remaining time, 15 or 20 minutes? Yes. So actual CAT లో ఎవరైనా సాల్వ్ చేయాలనుకుంటే they will be solving those 2 sets for sure. Okay. So second set will be this or the previous question. Okay. And the second set as well. And the x value ఉన్నది కదా ABC and XYZ. You can also you could solve with enough practice. You could solve all these 4 sets. And 6 plus 4 plus 4, 14 doable questions in this pair. CAT లో అయితే చేస్తాం. I would have done all the 14 questions. And in 2021 also I attempted 13, 11 were correct. Okay. 2021 attempted 14, 12 were correct. Okay. So 14 questions sir. These 14 are doable questions. So if you are looking at a percentile more than 99 or 99.3, then you should be in a position to attempt all these 14 questions. ఇక్కడ వరకు ఏమైనా డిఫికల్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఉన్నదా? పోనీ 10 questions. Can I expect you guys to solve 10 questions? Then what's the reason? Exam లో కూర్చుంటే ఐడియాస్ రావట్లేదు సార్. And that happens with almost all the students నాన్న. So it's not only with you. చాలా మంది కదా ఉంటాం కదా. So don't be desperate about CAT. నేనదే అంట. Write CAT casually. So the once when you are more desperate about something, మనకు తెలియకుండా ప్రెషర్ బిల్డప్ అయిపోతుంది. It's okay. You're just taking a mock. అలాగని చెప్పి బటన్ తీసేసి ఇలా రాయక. So అంటే you want to crack CAT, but we are not too desperate about getting the cracking CAT. That's fine. అంటే నేను ఎగ్జామ్ రాస్తా అదే attitude తో రాస్తా. వస్తే ఓకే. If not, something good is waiting for us. Okay, cinema is not complete until it has an happy ending. అంటే తమిళ సినిమాలు తీసుకోకుండా తెలుగు సినిమాల గురించి మాట్లాడదాం. ఓకే. సో క్యాజువల్ గా రాయాలి. Okay. So don't take too much pressure. Now, can you people solve this question now? Okay. So take 10 minutes, solve this question. After that, we'll discuss either the last one or the second question, whichever you want. Okay. So you have 6 minutes. Try solving this question. ఇది నేను ఎందుకు చేయమన్నానంటే because question might look difficult, but when you actually put it on paper, this is అంటే a doable question. Okay. So I'll give you 10 minutes. We'll discuss this after 10 minutes. This one or the last question. అన్నిటికీ ఏదో ఉంటుంది కదా, x 150 మైనస్ x తీసుకో. So what is the value of x cube? 0.8x. No, 6 into 150 is 90. That will be common. Okay. ఈ 7 weeks లో కామన్ ఏంటి? This will be 90 plus 0.2x. So the right hand side of this equation will be common. 90 plus 0.2x. Okay, let me write it. As a right now. So you have 90 plus 0.2x. This is equal to 100.5. So what is x here? 10.5 by 0.2. 52.5. So if x is 52.5, 150 minus x, this will be 90, 97.5 kada. 100 minus 2.5, 97.5. Okay. Now revenue 52.5 into 20. 1050 plus 97.5 into 25. 24 expenditure. My bad. Okay. So what is the combined expenditure? Okay. So 3487.5. Now 100.5 into 40. 4,000 plus 20. 4,020. Now we have revenue expenditure. Okay. So before that, అన్ని క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలో లేదో చూసుకోండి. At most, so you need to calculate. Okay. So for how many weeks did Mr. Ahuja spend more than 80 meters of cloth from XYZ? You need to calculate. Total cost, you need to calculate. Difference between total cost and purchasing cloths and revenue from selling cloths more than 1,000. You need to calculate. And the table fills this, you can answer all the questions. Now 90 plus 0.2x is equal to 105. 75. So this is 75. 75. So 50. So 75 into 20, 1500. 75 into 25. Or నాకు expenditure చెప్పండి. So 1875 plus 1500. 3375. Now week 4. Is nana revenue na? So 105 into 40 kada. Huh? చేసిందంతా 4 per meter అమ్ముతున్నాడు కదా. So 105 meters ఉన్నాయి combined. So on an average he is selling these 105 at 40 rupees per meter. So revenue వచ్చేస్తుంది. Now here what is the value of x? 60 by 0.2, 30, 120. So 96 into 40, 380. Now 30 into 20, 600 plus 25 into 12, 3000 kada. 3600. Next 108 is equal to 90 plus 0.2. This will be 90. This is 60. Now 108 into 4. 404,320. Now 90 into 20. 1800. 1800 plus 1500. 3300. Okay. So X 40 kada? Sorry. 90 minus 110 minus 90 20 by 0.2 100 sorry 150 110 into 4 4440. This will be 2000 plus 750 sorry into 25 kada 1250 3250 and last 112.5 112 అంటే this is 22.5 22.5 by and 225 by 2 112.5 and this will be so 112.5 into 20 2250. Okay, sorry, my bad. 2250 plus 37.5 into 25 3187.5. Now last value 112.5 into 4 into 40 4500. Now ఈ table fill చేసేస్తే you have calculators. Okay, so first question ఏది నాన్న రాలేదా అంటే for that you need to either practice or you need to read between the lines very carefully. Clear? Now first question, the ratio of total cost of purchasing to revenue was at most. So these two. So revenue minimum 3840, expenditure maximum 3600. So 3600 by 3840 should be the answer. Okay. So you have calculators. Solve cheyochu. Sorry. Similarly, you can answer. For example, 12th question. What is the total cost incurred in purchasing cloth from 2 suppliers across 7 weeks? Ante expenditure kada. You need to calculate the total expenditure. Sorry, my bad. Now, for how many weeks did Mr. Ahuja purchase more than 80 meters of cloth from supplier XYZ? 1, 2, 3. 3 should be your answer. Now, for how many weeks was the difference between total cost of purchasing and revenue for selling cloth more than ₹1000? Idi kaadu, not this. Revenue minus expenditure kada, not this. 1020, 1, 2 and 3. 3 should be the answer. Edamma 4400, sorry. Okay, so still it's more than 1000 kada. So the answer for this question should be 3. So once you make this table, this is a doable set. Okay, so you can either solve this set or the rooms one. I consider rooms because I consider puzzles as my strength. Okay, andukandi. But at the same time, I know how to solve this question. Any doubts in this set? Students online, quick responses. Quick responses. Okay. So ఇది ఒక్కసారి ఇంట్లో ట్రై చేయండి. ట్రై దిస్ దట్ ఫార్మ్. ఏం లేదు, ఈక్వేషన్స్ ఫ్రేమ్ చేసుకుని యూ నీడ్ టు సాల్వ్ ఈక్వేషన్స్. నౌ కమింగ్ టు ద లాస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్. So did you even read this question? చదవలేదు కదా, టైం సరిపోలేదు. ఎగ్జామ్ రాసిన తర్వాత okay, so take 5 minutes or take 5 minutes, try to understand this question, then we'll start solving. So if you want to try, you can also try solving this question, but in 5 minutes I don't think you'll be able to solve this question. Try just for okay. This is one good question from puzzles. I don't rate this moderate also. This is a difficult question. So how many of you tried solving this? No one. Great. So just let me know when you are done reading. I have shared the screen now. So shall we start? Okay. So we have 8 countries which made a pact in a particular meeting about the trading of metals. Each country will trade metals from 2 other countries. One country in the next first year and one from with one country in the second year. Okay, so we have 8 different mines. So aluminum, chromium, copper, gold, iron, silver, titanium, and mercury. Okay. Now we are given with 6 statements giving us which country traded with which metal or with which country in some of these 2 years. Ade kada ichin data. Okay. So I will be making a table like this. So when I solve this set, I have made a complete table using ticks and cross. So ikkada kuda on the left hand side C1, C2 atla unnai. Kani the interpretation is difficult because we have some countries which traded in the first year and some countries which have traded in the second year. So to differentiate that, I have made a table like this. while solving in a తీసుకున్నాను, but I thought that was much more cumbersome when compared to this. Okay. Now C3 did not trade with C5 in either of the years. So C3 did not trade with C5 in either of the years. They either traded with the country which found silver mines in the second year. Silver, AG, antena? But you have 8 different countries with 8 different mines. So each country has a different mine. Okay. So country 3, this is the country that which it has traded in the first year, second year. So in the second year, country 3 traded with a country which has silver mine, having a silver mine. Kada? Okay. And that is not C5. Can I say? AG అంటే సిల్వర్ తెలుసు, ఆగ్మెంటం. ఏయు ఆరం, మీరు కెమిస్ట్రీ చదువుకోలేదా? గోల్డ్, గోల్డ్ జీవోనా దాని ఫార్మ్ కాదు కదా, ఆరం ఏయు. ఓకే. హెచ్జి, అరే నేను అడుగుతున్నాను, హైడ్రా ఏదో నాకు గుర్తులేదు, ఐ రిమెంబర్ హెచ్జి ఓన్లీ. ఓకే. సో కాపర్, సి కుప్రం. Okay. So C3 did not trade with C5 in either year and rather traded with the country which found silver mines in the second year. Okay. Now C2, we have considered this. C2 which found copper mines. So no other country had copper mines here. And these all will be processed. Did not trade with a country which found chromium mines in the first year. Okay. Now neither C4 nor C5 had mercury at the end of the second year. So what can you info from this statement? C4, C5 did not have the mercury mine and it did not trade with the country which has a mercury mine. Kada? Okay. So C5 and C4 did not have mercury at the end of 2 years. And what and a country lo mercury లేదు, and mercury ఉన్న country తో trade చేయాలి. Okay. Now the country which found aluminum mines traded with the country which found iron mines in the first year. So aluminum, iron, first year, but did not trade with the country which found gold mines in the second year. Okay. So that didn't happen. Now C7 which had gold, iron, mercury. So C7 had gold, iron and mercury. So C7 has either a gold mine or iron mine or a mercury mine, which it at the end of the second year traded with neither C4 nor C5 in either year. So can I say C4 is not gold, did not trade kada? So ఇది gold అయి ఉంటే okay, let's see. My bad. Now C6 which found mercury mines traded with the country which found gold mines and the country which found aluminum mines in the 2 years in that order. So C6 has mercury mines, identi gold, and this one aluminum in the 2 years. Now C7 does not have a mercury mine. Kada C7 traded with C6. Okay. And we do not know whether C7 is a gold mine or an iron mine. Okay. Now, can we have a C7 as iron mine? Possible or not possible? Can someone tell me which mine is in country 7? I can say that it's gold mine. Why not ferrum or why not iron? Aluminium traded with country which has a iron mine kada. Now if I consider C7 has a mine of iron, then C7 should also have aluminium as one of the metals after at the end of 2 years. ఇక్కడ అల్యూమినియం లేదు. ఒకవేళ if C7 is an అంటే C7 has a iron mine, this traded with a country which has an aluminium mine కదా. Now if C7 has an iron mine, then it should have had aluminium as one of the 3 metals. అర్థమైందా లేదా? Okay, so I can say that C7 does not have iron mine, but it has a gold mine. Okay, so first year, can I say C7 traded with C6 mercury? Okay, and in the second year, C7 traded with country with the iron mine, and we do not know which country is. And C6 traded with H7 here, and we do not know the country which has the aluminium mine. Now C7 which had gold, iron, mercury with it at the end of the second year traded with neither C4 nor C5. So can I say C4 and C5 do not have an aluminium? This cannot be C4 or C5. Okay, so C4 is not aluminium, C5 does not have an aluminium. Okay, and C7 is gold. So no other country has a gold mine. Nana? Okay. Okay, fine. My bad. Okay. Now we are left with C4. Now, inkenti, I can say that C3 does not have silver mine because C3 was trading with a country which has silver mines in the second year. So C3 cannot be silver. Okay. Now C5 silver avvacha. Okay, manam already pettesam. Fine. Now, inga what can we determine? C4 have iron, cannot have iron, cannot have iron because they did not trade with C7. Okay, perfect. Then 1 minute. Aluminium. C3 did not trade with C5 in either year and rather traded with a country which found silver in the second year. Okay. Okay. C7 which has gold, mercury. So we have already considered these two. ఈ రెండు కంప్లీట్ గా కన్సిడర్ చేస్తాం కదా. ఓకే, not trade with C5 in either year and rather traded with the a country which has silver mines in the second year. Okay, so ఎక్కడైనా టిక్స్ మిస్ చేసామా? లేదు. So C5 can be either chromium or titanium. Fine. So which can be gold? Okay, we need to see. Found copper mines. Okay, neither C4 nor C5 had mercury with it at the end of the second day. The country which found aluminium mines traded with the country which found iron mines. Okay. Okay. The country which found aluminium mines traded with the country which found iron mines in the first year, but did not trade with the. Now I can say that country 3 do not have aluminium mines and do not have iron mines. Can I say that or not? Okay. Now if I assume that this country is C3. Okay, so C3 traded with which country in the second year? ఇక్కడ the country with mercury, the country C3 traded with a country which had a mercury mine. కానీ as per the statement given in the question, C3 should trade with a country with silver mine. So this country is not C3 and this country is also cannot be C3. అర్థమైందా? Now C3 traded with a country which has a silver mine in the second year. For example, if I consider that C3 has an aluminum mine, అనుకుంటే C3 should trade with C6 in the second year. And if I consider that C3 has an iron mine, then it should trade with the country with gold in the second year. So this cannot be aluminum or iron. Now if you observe, aluminum and iron can be for C1 or C8. Okay, so if C1 is aluminum, okay, so if this is aluminum, then C8 will be iron, and if this is iron, this will be aluminum. Clear? Now, atla you will have one more condition between C2 and C5. Okay, so try solving this set. Otherwise, we'll discuss this in next class. Okay, ఈ లాజిక్ అర్థమైంది కదా? This cannot be C3. Okay, similarly, you'll have one. And I remember while solving, I got one condition with respect to C2 and C5. Okay, ఏది నాన్న? C8 iron అవ్వచ్చు. See, aluminum ఏమవ్వచ్చు? So it cannot be gold or titanium. See, which can be aluminum? Either country 1 or country 8. Which can have an iron mine? Either country 1 or country 8. So ఇందులో aluminum mine ఉంటే this should be, అంటే country 8 has an iron mine. So if this has an iron mine, country 8 will have aluminum mine and vice versa. Similarly, you will get one more condition with respect to C2 and C5. Try solving this question. Otherwise, C4 silver, adokate migilinda. So this cannot be. So C4 is silver. So C4 traded with C3. Now in the second year, if C1 is aluminum, okay, this can be either C1 or C8. So if this is C8, this will be C8 or C1. Clear? Now C3 traded with C4, C1 traded with either either C7 or C6, depending on whether it has an aluminum mine or a iron mine. Okay, same C8 traded with C7 or C6, depending if it's a country with an aluminum mine or an iron mine. Now C2 traded with which country? C5. అదొకటే కదా మిగిలింది. 1 traded with 6 అనుకుందాం, 8 traded with 7. Okay, 6 traded with 8, 7 traded with C1. Sorry, this should be here, my bad. 3 traded with 4, 4 traded with 3. So 8 numbers, 6 numbers అయిపోయి. So you are left with 2 and 5. Now I can say that country 2 traded with country 5 in second year, and country 5 traded with country 2 in the second year. So similarly, if you fill this table, you can find the metals which have mine in country 2 and country 3. అవే కదా మిగిలే. So those two. So this is a good question from puzzles. The only thing is, అంటే మంచిగా ఇంటర్ప్రిట్ చేసుకోండి the given statement. Clear? So this is definitely this is definitely not an easy set for sure. అంటే ఏదైనా క్వశ్చన్ ఏదైనా సెట్ వదిలేసేసి పేపర్లో అంటే it should be this. So try solving the second set and try solving this also. If you didn't get, don't worry, we'll discuss. Okay. So at least mark 4 అయినా కొంచెం కాన్ఫిడెంట్ గా రాయాలి. It's okay. So if you are improving, and if there is a sign of improvement in each mock, that's good. Okay. But at least minimum number of marks score చేయడానికి try చేయండి. From this paper 18 marks in logical reasoning should be minimum score. So అవి తీసుకురండి. I don't expect you to score 30 or 32, 33 marks. Minimum ఎంతైనా, అంటే ఎవరైనా ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇఫ్ విత్ ఎ గుడ్ ఇంటెలిజెంట్ విత్ కోషంట్ ఆర్ విత్ గుడ్ IQ అటెంప్ట్ చేయడానికి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు I can say that he will attempt all those 6 questions for sure. So at least మీరు అవి అటెంప్ట్ చేయాలి. Okay, so let's call it a day. So we'll see you again in the next class. So you have mock discussion of quant tomorrow from 5 to 6:30. Okay, students online. So we'll see you guys in the next class.
Thank you, sir.